Hello, Book Club. Megas here. We're in Circe chapter 22. So it starts off with Penelope working at the loom. Again, everyone goes to bed, but Telecmaeus stays up and him and Circe chat, and he wants to know all about his dad, all the stories he's never heard, and she gives him the unvarnished version, right? And just shows the parts of Odysseus that just weren't very nice. And so he thanks her for sharing the stories. But as she's sitting there, she starts to feel something, kind of her intuition kicking in. Let me see if I can find it. It says, something had begun prickling at me, lifting the hairs on my neck. "Why are you here?" I said. He blinked. "I told you." And she starts digging deeper. Whose idea was it to come here, right? It's just something she's feeling. Something's off. And she asked, was it you? Was it your mother? He said, I think it was Mom. She's the one that said to come here. So now Circe's getting pissed. Like, she's just feeling something's off. She's feeling maybe taken advantage of. Maybe there's like a scheme, a plot that she doesn't fully understand, and she's getting into that defensive mode, and then she stays up all night. Do you know that feeling? Like, you just have this intuition, something's off, something that someone said or did is just off, and you can't even sleep. It's going over in your mind. I'm going to figure this out. She stays up all night, right? And then they come out in the morning. She doesn't even turn and look at him. And she's talking about, like, her son is like kind of looking at them and saying, "Sorry, Mom gets like this sometimes, And she says, "Why don't you and your brother go out and fix the pigsty? I need to talk to Penelope." And she just rips into Penelope. All night of that building up, what is going on? And then I love how she said this. Hold on, I got this highlighted. Oh, I love this. "You think me some kind of tame witch?"
Who are you?
I'm a witch.
Okay. You a good witch or a bad witch?
Comme ci, comme ça.
I love that. Are you a good witch or a bad witch? Come see, come saw. Yeah. Like, don't mess with Circe. And so they go into this dialogue. They're kind of giving each other zingers back and forth, trying to hurt each other with words. But Circe has a little more under her belt. But what I love about it, she doesn't abuse her power. I think she's seen enough of that in her, who knows how many thousands of years she's lived now. And she just wants to be better than that. She could just take care of business, but that's not Circe's heart. Circe, and again, it's why we fall in love with her in this story. There's just such depth to her. It's not just wipe out her enemies, or she's always looking for the better resolution. But I love that. "You think me some tame witch?" So Penelope finally comes out. Yeah, this was all a plan. Some of it was spite and revenge because Circe got the staff with a poison that killed her husband, but also she knew that if she got to Aya, that there was that shield that the gods couldn't get to her. And Athena, now that Odysseus is gone, wants Odysseus' son, wants that bloodline to be her new pet. And so she felt like she'd be safe there. Oh, so Circe is mad because it brought danger to her island. But then she's thinking, well, do you know what, though? Athena already hates us and wants to kill us. So, should be fine. Oh, I underlined some of this here. It was when Penelope was young. She said, "I overheard our palace surgeon talking. He said that the medicines he sold were only for show. Most hurts heal by themselves," he said, "if you give them enough time. It was the sort of secret I loved to discover, for it made me feel cynical and wise. I took it for philosophy." So she kind of took on this thing about waiting, right? If she waited long enough, it would heal by itself. And so she used that with everything, like with waiting for Odysseus to come back, for the war to end, for the suitors to go away, for Athena to stop, right? And then Circe's thinking back about, I remembered what Odysseus said about her once, that she never went astray, never made an error. I had been jealous then. Now I thought, what a burden. So she's seen that her just wait and do nothing, in a way it kind of works, but it also hurts yourself, hurts others, right? It was hurting her son, Telecmus, because she would just, instead of saying something to Odysseus like, hey, knock it off, you're being a bad father, you're being a bad husband, instead of trying to do something, she'd just be quiet and let the abuses fall on her son and all those around her and on herself, because eventually she thought, well, the storm will blow itself out, right? And Circe is thinking, I don't envy that anymore. I think sometimes you just need to take care of business. I like this. Penelope says, but I find that this world did have true medicine. You are proof of that, Circe. You walked into the depths for your son. You defied the gods, right? She took action. She didn't just wait for things to blow over and get better. Circe, that's not her MO, right? She takes care of business. She wants to get along. She doesn't want to have to fight. She doesn't want to play the game of the gods. She doesn't want just the drama. But if you bring it to her, again, you think me some tame witch, right? And so Penelope asks for shelter. First, she starts begging, right? She gets on her knees, being sarcastic, and arms raised. And, oh, mighty Circe, I will offer blood once a year. And she's all, shut up, get up off. She wasn't having it. But I could just picture this interaction. This would make a good movie. I don't know how it hasn't become a movie already. This is good stuff. She get up, but then Penelope's serious. She says, Circe, I want more time. I don't want Athena to take my son. Will you keep us here? And Circe says, it is winter, I said. No ships sail now. Ea will bear you a little longer. Typical Circe, good-hearted Circe. Oh, I love this book so much. It brings such a smile to my face, joy to my heart. I love the story. I love the writing. I love the characters. It's my happy place. So good. And thank you guys for being a part of this book club. Without you here, it'd just be what it was before, me just sitting in my library reading, loving this by myself. So I'm so glad I have you guys to share this with. I love, love, love you.